We'll get started now. Everyone who comes in afterwards, they can join soon. So what we're going to do today is go over technical analysis, which we didn't go through last week. So this week I'm going to be going through on how to analyze charts, how to read technical data, fundamental data, how to place trades, look at risk management and risk reward ratios as well. I hope everyone's got a notepad and pen ready. We're going to be doing a lot of interesting learning today. So let's just get my screen ready. Perfect. Let me know when you guys can see my screen. Perfect. So firstly, we're going to go through, simple technical analysis. First, as you can see, Bitcoin USD, it has retraced back above our resistance level. So it's now come back above support, but I still believe it might reject this resistance level and then carry on going down. As you can see on the higher time frame, it's still part of this 5-point Elliott wave. And I have labeled out from earlier, wave cut 5 can end at either of these two support levels. So it can either bounce off this level, which is at around 27, 28K, or it can bounce off the lower support level, which is at 24K. And this is the lowest I predict Bitcoin to actually go. I don't think it will go lower than that. I do believe we are still in a bull trend, because on the weekly time frame, oh, where's my move? Just 1 second, guys. Yeah, so even on a weekly time frame, we are still well above the 200 moving average. So the only time when I believe we are going to a bear trend is when the price breaks below the 200 moving average, because the 200 moving average is potentially used for long-term trading. So when this breaks, that's when I believe the bear trend is now active. And again, I reckon that will happen near the end of the year, maybe even going into next year. So around January, maybe early February at the very latest. So let's use, let's use Ethereum. So the first thing you guys want to do is when you start analyzing your chart is always go to the weekly time frame. So you click on this little button here and you go on 1 week. Then you zoom out as much as you can until you can see the whole chart. Sorry. Now from here, you want to find your key levels. Now key levels are prices of rejection in the chart. So you can see price rejection here and a price rejection here. So that would be a key level. So you go here, find a horizontal line, put that there, and there you go. That's your support level. You've got support here and you've got support here. Then you can find another one. You can have that one there. So you've got support here and support here as well. And one last one is there. So you've got a resistance here and a support here. So these are your key levels. Now from here, you can either add more. Now normally on a weekly time frame, I only tend to have 3 to 4 key level support or resistance levels maximum. I don't have any more than that, as in the chart will completely get cluttered afterwards. So from here, I normally go down to the daily time frame. So a daily time frame. Now what you can do is adjust your lines. So if I move that one up a little bit more, there. See, now it hits 1, 2, 3, 4 points, whereas just before it was just on this one. So the more points it lines up to, the more valid that key level is. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4 points. So now this level would be much stronger than this level. So we'd put our support line here. Now for this one, again, this one I can move that up as well. Okay, so now it supports these candles, it supports a little bit there, and this, the wick of this candle as well. And then the top, no, I think that one's fine where it is. So on a daily time frame, now from here we can add more key levels. So on a daily time frame, I would have one there, and I would possibly, oops, have one there as well. So now we know price is right here. If price goes upwards, we know this is our next target. And if price goes down, we've got our target here, a target 1 there, and a target 2 there. So always prepare your key levels. You don't want to put anything down here because, you know, we're always looking at current price action. There's no point in having all these key levels up here because then your chart looks too messy. So always keep it clean. That way it's easier to read the charts. Now, after you've seen this, you usually look at it on the 1 day, just ask yourself, what direction is the trend going in? You can see that the market is going upwards, right? Obviously, you don't need a trend line to do that, but you can easily see that it's an upward trend. So now we know on a longer time frame, we're going to be looking for buying opportunities. So from here, we now go to 4 hours. So on the 4-hour time frame, we can see Ethereum bounce off support. It went up to resistance and it's come back down again. Because we are in a bit of a little downward trend after the crash, it will be a bit tricky to trade this. But, you know, technical analysis is always going to be the same. So from 4 hours, again, add your key levels. Okay, we've got one there. So we've got a resistance here, got a lot of support here, and a lot of support here as well. Maybe we can add one more at this level too. There we go. So now this is the area we're going to be focusing on because that's where price action is. So from here, you can go down to 1 hour. There we go. Now here, there's not really a trend. You can see a little small trend here. But I would say this is pretty much ranging. It is a small trend there. It has broken out. But instead of having that, I would say this is a ranging pair. So that means the market has consolidated. It's just going in between support and resistance. Now, the best time when you're looking to buy or sell this is a sell at resistance and a buy at support. Simple, any simple business rule is you buy low, you sell high. So you always buy at support, you sell at resistance. So even in an hourly time frame, maybe you could put in one more support level just there. So last time price was at support was on the 8th of June. So this was yesterday. So this was a perfect time to buy Ethereum as it bounced off the support level. And the reason why is because of this candlestick pattern. Now we're going to go into that shortly. Now from here, again, our targets are for the price to go up here. Always buy at support, you sell at resistance. So if you're buying at support, you'd have your take profit at resistance. Now, does anyone have any questions over what we've gone through so far? Anyone at all? Does it make sense to everyone? Okay, perfect. Oops. Let me just get this right up. Right, can everyone see these candlesticks? I've got the wrong screen up. 1 second, guys. There you go, that's better. So these are different types of candlesticks. Now, the first types are called spinning tops. So these are these candlesticks here. Now they have small body. Oh, sorry, forgot about. this bit. Sorry about that, guys. So before we go into that, you can have the different types, what a candlestick is. So
Bobby, are you sharing a screen just now? Because I can't see. I can only see
can you not see it?
No, I can see you, but I can't see a screen.
Oh, okay. Let me start that again. Can you see it now?
Yes, yes.
Okay, perfect. Sorry about that, guys. Okay, so these are candlesticks. So you get your green candle, which is a bullish candlestick. The red candle is a bearish candlestick. So bullish means when the price is going up. Bearish means when the price is going down. Now, the main part of a candle is called a body. So that's this big part here. Then the lines on either side, or the top and bottom, they are called wicks. Now, let's just say this candle represents one day. Now, the bottom of the body on a green candle, that is the opening price of the day. So at 12 a.m., this candle opens right here. And as it moves up through the day, the price goes up and then it closes here. Now, the wicks show the lowest price that the candle went for the day and the highest price that candle went for the day. So if we go back to Ethereum, so let's look at today's candle. Just on a daily one. There we go. So obviously I changed mine to blue. So today, the price started right here at $2,507 for Ethereum. It actually went down to 2,407. Then it went up to 2,584. And now it's currently at 2,532. So that's just the candle moving. So this is the current price. So as the day goes on, the top of the body can move up and then close blue, or if it moves below the opening price, then it will turn red. That would mean that's a bearish day. So far, the day is going really well as it's a bullish day. Now, the red candlestick is pretty much exactly opposite of a green candlestick. So instead of price opening at the bottom, a red candlestick opens at the top. So the market opens at the top, price moves down, and it closes at the bottom. And again, the wicks are exactly the same. You have the highest price at the top, and then the lowest price at the bottom. Now, does anyone have any questions on candlesticks? Does it make sense to everyone? Yeah. Okay, there is a chat, guys. Let me just bring up the chat. So, okay, yeah. So if you do have any questions, type in the chat, and then I'll get to you one by one. Okay, so trend lines, again, very simple. You have your support, your resistance. You always buy at support, you sell at resistance. Now, ranging channels, they're called a bullish trend and a bearish trend. So again, your support is still at the bottom, your resistance is still at the top. Now, to identify a bullish range, you have higher highs. So that's one high, that's your second high, that's your third high. And then your lows as well. So you have a higher low. So higher highs and higher lows equals a bullish trend, and then lower highs and lower lows equals a bearish trend. Now, types of candles. So these ones are called spinning tops. So they have a small body in the middle with an equal size wick on either side, well, on the top and the bottom. Now, these candles represent indecision in the markets. So if you see these in the markets, you don't want to trade these pairs, because if the market doesn't know where if the chart doesn't know where the market is going, how are you meant to know? So if you see these, that means stay away. Then we have the Maribozus. Now these are full-bodied candles. They have no wicks at all. Now these are the strongest indication of a type of movement. So green Maribozu would mean it's the strongest indication of a bullish movement. A red Maribozu means it's the strongest indication of a bearish movement. So if you see these, you're going to be looking to enter a trade. So if you see a green one, looking for a buy. You see a red one, you're looking for a sell. Then you have dojis. So there's many different types of dojis. The first one is a long leg doji. Now that one is similar to a spinning top, except the price, it opens and closes at exactly the same price. So the market tries to go down and the market tries to go up. But again, it opened and closed at exactly the same price. Again, this is another indecision candle. Then you have a dragonfly doji. So price started at the top, price went all the way down, and it went all the way back up, and it closed again exactly where it opened. So this is a rejection candle. So that means the market tried to go down, it failed, so it rejected here, and it went back up again. So after this, you're normally going to see bullish candles. So bullish candles are normally a Marubozu or a hammer. Then a greystone doji, which is opposite to a dragonfly doji. So another rejection candle, but rejection to the upside. So market starts at the bottom, the price tried to go up, it failed, and it came back down and closed exactly where it opened. So this is a greystone doji. So after this one, you'd normally see bearish candles. So red Marubozus or inverse hammers. And then lastly, you have your 4 price doji. So a 4 price doji is where there's no movement in the market. So you normally see this on the very slow time frames, or especially on Forex over the weekend. So as the crypto market is open 24/7, you don't really see this in the crypto market. So this, when they have no wicks at all, again, market opens and closes exactly where it is. You only see these on a very low time frames. And then lastly, we have our hammers. So a hammer, you have your small body on the top and a long wick on the bottom. So similar to your dragonfly doji, except this is more bullish than dragonfly doji. So you'd normally see hammers followed by a green Marubozu. So if you see a green Marubozu or a hammer, you're looking for a buying opportunity. And then your inverse hammer, which is a rejection from the top, and then your small body on the bottom. So an inverse hammer shows downward potential. So these are normally followed by red Marubozus. So if you see these, you're looking for a selling opportunity. And then we have your candlestick patterns. So with all the candles we went through, you can use them together to notice or to find trends. So the 2 main ones we use are your evening stars and your morning stars. So this one right here, your evening doji star and your evening star, these are selling opportunities. So all the candlestick patterns on the left, where you're looking for a sell. So in evening star, you'd have a normal green candle going upwards, a doji or normally a spinning top, and then a red candle going down. So once this pattern has formed, if the next candle opens is red, you're looking for a selling opportunity. But the main thing, the most important thing, in fact, is that this is only valid if it opens on a resistance level. Yeah, remember, on resistance we sell. Now, if this pattern forms on a resistance level, then you're looking for a selling opportunity. If it's anywhere in between, it's not valid. Now you have your morning stars, or a morning doji star as well. So again, with these ones, they are only valid if they appear on a support level. So the pattern is a red candle coming down, you got your doji or a spinning top, and then a green candle going up. So that's your 3 candle pattern. If the next candle is green and it's going up, then definitely look for a buying opportunity on the morning star. Now the 2 ways I remember these are on an evening star. In the evening, the sun goes down, so the market goes down. So you look for a sell. In the morning, for a morning star, the sun comes up, so the market goes up. So very simple ways of remembering them. But of course, you can use any of these patterns. We just use the morning stars and the evening stars because they appear the most commonly in the markets. Now, there is an example on Ethereum, which was, I think it was on the 4 hour. No, 1 hour. There we go. Yeah. So this pattern right here. So those 3 candles, that is your morning star. You've got your bearish trend coming down, your bearish candles, and you got your, well, this is a hammer. So again, your decision hammer, and then a bullish candle going upwards. The next candle was blue. So at this price, that would have been the perfect buying opportunity. This candle right there. Does anyone have any questions on candlesticks or candlestick formations?
Ravi, can I just ask you, would you not buy that in that kind of inverse hammer thing? Would you not buy it there when it was right at the bottom to get the lowest price?
Which inverse hammer?
The one in the middle between the red and the blue one?
This one?
That one, yeah. Yeah, would you
That
not
is
buy
a
it at
hammer.
that low? Would you not buy it at that lowest price?
So
Or
if
would you wait
if
for
you're
confirmation?
buying the coin, obviously you want to buy it at the very lowest point. But if you're trading this, so if you're margin trading or spread trading or spot trading, you want to wait for the confirmation because there's more risk involved, right?
Right, okay.
Because remember, when you're buying the coin, you're just holding. So obviously you want to get in right at the bottom. So
Right,
even
okay,
for
but if you were trading that.
wicks, if you can get the price right here, you're fine. But if
Right.
you're trading, you always want to wait for that confirmation.
Right, okay.
Yeah.
But if you're hodling, then it's fine to go at the
Yeah,
lowest
if you're
price.
holding the coin, it's fine, just getting at the lowest price. But if you're trading, you always want to wait for the confirmation.
Right, okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Perfect. Does anyone have any more questions? Okay, perfect. Now moving on from candlesticks, you have your breakout patterns. So you've got your wedge patterns, your rising wedge, your falling wedge, your rectangles, your pennants. Again, you always buy at the breakout on the rising ones and the bullish ones. And the falling wedges and the bearish patterns, you always sell at the breakout. And the most common ones are your double tops and double bottoms, and your head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders. So we're going to go through those examples right now. So for double top, easily identifiable, you have your big M formation and your support line there. So that's your neckline or your support line. And then your double bottom, again, that's the simple W pattern formation. Price goes down. That's your support. That's your neckline. Again, you want to buy when price is right here. Then you have head and shoulders and inverse head and shoulders. So you got your left shoulder, you got your head here, and then your right shoulder. Again, that's your neckline. Same on the inverse one, left shoulder, right shoulder, left shoulder, head, right shoulder, and that's your neckline. And you always want to buy on the breakout. So I think the perfect one, yeah, again, on the Ethereum, there's a perfect inverse head and shoulders right here. There you go, if you can see that, guys. So the market's coming down. You have your left shoulder, your head, and then your right shoulder. So that's your inverse head and shoulders pattern. So from here, you always want to buy on the neckline. So the neckline is right there. Again, because we're kind of in a resistance level, a small bearish trend, you don't want to buy right here. So if this inverse head and shoulders was down here, that would be perfect. So who can find one in a higher time frame? Okay, there's a head and shoulders right here. So you got your left shoulder, and your head, and your right shoulder. So does everyone see that? The market's going up, left shoulder, your head, right shoulder, and it formed on the resistance level. So that was the perfect entry right here. So of course, if you didn't get into these candles here, you wait for the break of this neckline, confirmation on this candle, and that's your perfect entry right here. Or if you want to be a bit aggressive with your entry, you can always jump in at this level here. Again, being aggressive will always carry out more risk. If you're more conservative, you'd wait for the whole pattern to form, and you enter here. But if you're slightly aggressive, you want to get in early, then you can always get in at one of these candles here. And the best way to do that if you're aggressive, you just draw the trend on a lower time frame. So that's your small upward trend. There's your breakout. Breakout, price goes up. That's your retest here, and the market goes down. So again, second rule, when trading breakouts, always wait for the retest. Just line that up. There we go. So on a breakout, you'd never want to sell on this red candle right here, because normally or sometimes the chart can sometimes have a false breakout. So false breakout when the price comes down and it goes back inside the trend. So there are some of these, I think these are on Bitcoin. Yeah. So these long wicks here, they're called false breakouts. The market drops, it takes everyone out and then goes back up and closes back inside the trend. So again, when you're trading breakouts, always wait for the retest. Oh, where's my thing? I'll do that again. So yeah, price comes down, goes up. That's your retest. So when you see any sort of rejection pattern here, and then you're looking to sell. So either on this red candle or this red candle here, that is your perfect entry. Does anyone have any questions on that so far? Does it make sense to everyone?
Robbie, see on the retest, do we
Yes.
get in at the second retest, or sometimes is it the third retest? Sometimes it can retest.
Yeah, there can be. So again, here, perfect example. So market's coming down, it's tried to go upwards, but again, that didn't break. So market came down, it went up again, that's another rejection. It's come back down, it's tried again, it's another rejection. So these are all retests trying to go back inside the trend. Yeah. So if I draw a trend line here, right, if you can see that, that's your breakout from a downwards trend, right? There's your downward trend, market went up, it came down, that's your retest. So again, if you're trading, that would have been a perfect entry, but price still couldn't get past this resistance level. So it comes down, it tests it again, still can't get past, it comes down, tests it again, it still can't get past. Now, occasionally that can happen, but there's nothing we can do about that. Remember, we're just trying to go on as much confluences as possible.
And see, when we wait for the retest, when it's doing that, what time frame is it? The 15-minute?
It depends on how long you're holding the coin or trading for. If you're doing a day trade, then I'd normally look at the 1 hour, half an hour, 15 minutes. If it's a swing trade or longer, then normally just 1 hour and 4 hours. So if you're buying from here to here, you can have that as a day trade or maybe even an intraday trade. So there's your downward trend. There's your breakout. Oh, sorry, that's your morning star. This is your breakout. It goes down. That's your retest. So in the hourly time, you can see that perfectly. If you go to the, let's say, 15 minutes, you can see it even clearer now. Yeah. So in any of these, maybe even that second blue candle, that would have been a good entry. Obviously, price goes down again. That's your second retest, and then eventually it will start to go up. Now you know this why, because price is now having higher lows. So again, what does high lows indicate? The start of an upward trend. So for a day trade, it's fine. But remember, if you're trading long term, you always have to be careful. But even there, short term, there is a possibility of it going back up to here. But again, with the way Bitcoin is going, actually Bitcoin's still not doing too bad actually. It's actually doing really well. But you know, there will be a time in the future when every crypto will move on its own. They won't be following Bitcoin. So as right now, markets move in tandem, as you guys know. Whatever Bitcoin does, the market follows. But soon, once global adoption has happened, every crypto has working on its own, you know, without any manipulation, it's working on its own company, with its own countries, then again, each pair would move individually. But right now, everything is based on Bitcoin. But yeah, so far, Bitcoin is actually doing really well. except this candle here. So right now you can see that this is forming a spinning top. So that means it's an indecision candle. So if in the next, so this will close at 4 o'clock. So this will close in half an hour. If the next candle opens red and it comes back to below here, that would mean this is an evening star. Yeah. So on an evening star, the possibility of this is the price will continue to go down. Now, as I have outlined here, wasn't this one? No, it was this one, yeah. So I do believe from the LEA wave, price will go down to either this level or this level here before it starts to go up. But that's just the LEA theory. With the Wyckoff accumulations theory, price can still go up. This looks like the new lower. Again, there's so many different theories that you can plan the trades on or the charts on. But you know, it's all speculation. We have no control in what way the markets move. We can just do our best to plan ahead. That's it. No one knows exactly where the market's going. So we just have to take it one day at a time. But so far it's moved almost perfectly, well, especially the distribution phase. That one moved perfectly to the Wyckoff distribution theory. And the accumulation theory is actually doing really well. It's just messed up this little bit here. But again, you know, we just have to wait and see how far it goes up in the future. But he just needs to hold the support line. So if you can hold this support line, then we've definitely got some bullish momentum ahead. Any questions on that? Does this make sense to everyone? Okay, perfect. Now, okay, before we move on to that, we're going to do some more examples on technical analysis. So this was Ethereum done. Let's look at, say, Binance Coin. Okay, let's look at this one. So Binance Coin, weekly time frame, always start off at. So there we go. First thing you're going to do is find your key levels. So you get your horizontal line. Can put that there. So we've got price rejection here, a little bit of support there, and this level here as well. Now, when finding key levels, I want to remind you guys that it's never going to be one price. Some people might have it here. Some people might move it up a little bit like that. Some people might move it there. With key levels, it will never be one price. It's normally a key area. The best way you can do that is if you draw a little key zone like that. If you move that, and that there. So there you go. So you got your bottom of your key level there, and you got your top of the key level there. So if price ever comes within this area, you always look, if it goes below, you're looking for the sell. If it bounces above it, that's when you're looking for a buy. Yeah. So if there is a big gap like this between the key levels, you can always do these in between to make it more easier to read. Obviously, you can keep that right in the middle. You can use that as your guide. And have one more there. No, put one there. And last one up there. Okay, so from the week, we'll go down to the daily time frame. We can adjust our lines a little bit more. I think that one's perfect where it is. Move that up there. down. There we go. Perfect. From here, you're going to see what direction is this coin moving in. So again, you don't need your line, but you can easily see that it is an upward trend like that. Yeah, so there's your support line, there's your resistance line. So if you're trading long term, you can always keep this on the chart so you can know future lows and future highs. So currently we did bounce off the top, prices come down to support. So if it bounces off this support or it comes down again, potentially you could go back up and maybe even break out. Now, as we have had quite an amazing year for Binance Coin, let me just move this. So start of the year, Binance Coin was only $38. And within 2 months, not even 2 months, it went up to $300. And then by May, so 5 months later, it hit $700. So for Binance Coin, it's actually had really, really good movement, one of the best out there. So that's why the big spike here. And because of this spike, same with Ethereum, that's why the market will always have to retrace. Now, in any market, it will never move in a straight line. The market will always have patterns like this. Will go up and down, up and down, up and down, up and down. And if it does ever go up in a straight line like that, you're always going to have a price rejection or a price retracement. Now that'll go for any market on any pair. So again, fundamentals do have a major part in this, but fundamentals and technicals will always go hand in hand together. Fundamentals are normally used as the catalyst for the drop or for the rise. So you have a little trend here. Yeah. So with Binance Coin, main reason for this going up is it was the start of the year. So that's when the alt season started and when Binance actually started offering staking and they had new utilities for customers. So because of that, price of Binance Coin absolutely skyrocketed. Now, as the market went in a straight line, again, as I said before, you're always going to have the retracement. Now, a lot of these coins, there hasn't been any bad news on a lot of them. Pretty much the only bad news was with Ripple and XRP. That's probably the only one that's had negative news because of the SEC lawsuit. But every other coin, even Cardano, there's still good news. There's still good fundamental data coming out every single day, yet the market still crashes. Now, again, that's mainly because of technical analysis. And the markets cannot keep going up forever. What goes up must come down. So the price can go up and up and up and up and up, and you think you're at the top. But when you least expect it, price will always come down to retest your support levels. So you can see from, it was in this range from February up until May. So that was 3 months. Well, yeah, end of Feb to May. So that was 3 months was stuck in a range, and then it shot up straight away. And before it shot out, or after it shot out, it didn't get to retest its support level. So market will always come down to retest the support level. Now, when markets crash or when they go up, they don't always go to a random price. It's always going to be a key level. And that will go again with any asset, any commodity, any Forex pair you trade, prices will always go up and down to key levels. Now, key levels you can always find out by using Fibonacci levels or by placing support and resistance lines. Yes, key levels and breakouts. Does anyone have any questions on those two? On key levels or breakouts? Or anything on technical analysis on the first half anyway? Does it make sense to everyone? Let me check then. Okay, no one in the chat as well. Okay, perfect. Okay, so I'm moving on from here. We're going to go into technical indicators next. So to help you along with your technical analysis, you can use technical indicators. Now this is this button here. So these are my ones I use. But if you go on here, you can see all these different types of technical indicators. Now these are divided into oscillators, averages, trend lines, trends, volume, volatility. All of this is combined together to make it easier to put on your chart when finding trades or trends or reversals or anything like that. So my favorite ones that I use is your ATR, which is your average true range. You got your Bollinger Band, your MACD, your moving averages, and your relative strength index. So the first one I'm going to go through is your RSI. So this is your relative strength index. So this one's very simple. You've got two levels. You have your 30% and your 70%. If price goes below 30%, it means the market is oversold. And if price goes above 70%, it means the market is overbought. So you can use the RSI, the 30% as support, and you can use the 70% as resistance. So obviously you always buy at support, you sell at resistance. Now what this means is oversold and overbought is the majority of people, what they are doing with this pair. So if the pair falls below, so like here, on the 19th of May during the crash, the RSI on Ethereum was at 25.4%. So 25.45% were actually buying, everyone else was selling. So because majority of people were selling, that's why this part here is called oversold. When price goes above 70, last time was here. So that was on the 3rd or 4th of May. It went up to 87.4%. So that means 87.4% of all traders were buying this and the rest 13% were selling. So that's why we call this part overbought. Now, if the higher the price goes in overbought, the more likely it is for the price to come crashing down. Again, same if it goes oversold, the more or the less oversold it is, the more chance it has of going upwards. So if it matches up with the chart, you can always use that to your advantage. So right now here, we're on your inverse head and shoulders. The very bottom, we saw the price hit on a 30% level, on that 30% RSI. That means it was oversold. So that would be your perfect entry, as you've got one confluence to show or to say that price is going upwards. So from here to here, that worked perfectly. Whereas hit resistance here, the RSI was only at 59%. So again, not entirely, perfect, but again, you can still use it to your advantage. But obviously the best times to buy and sell is when price is at 30% or below, not below. And the best time to best time to sell would be when the RSI is above 70%. So again, over here, as right here, price was still nowhere near resistance. So price was still going up. So just because it's at 85% there, doesn't mean you have to sell there. You always need to link it with the chart. So from here, price was still up, going up, it was going up. Here's your trend, there's a top of resistance, and it falls. Once it breaks the trend, it retests, that's when you know it's the start of a bear trend. So that's when you start to sell. So again, here you don't want to buy here. Obviously, that's still at all-time highs. You wait for the price to go up. When it breaks, when it retests, that's when you're looking for your selling opportunity. Does the RSI make sense to everyone? Does anyone have questions on the RSI? Okay, we've got one question. Okay, how many times as a support resistance level needs to get tested before it completely breaks up or down? See, that depends on the volatility and the volume. So it can happen once, it can happen twice, it can happen 3 times, it doesn't matter. Look, right here as well. So on this resistance level, we broke out here. This is your support, that's your retest. So that's your perfect entry right there, as it's a sniper entry as well. Price went up. So of course we are expecting a breakout here. So it failed once, it went down, it tried again, it failed twice. It went down to support, it went up, it now failed 3 times. It's come down, it went up again, it's failed 4 times. So as you can see, price is trying to go up, but it's being kept down by what I believe is manipulation, because the institutional traders keep selling the price, or they keep selling the coin, keeping the price down. That's why I believe crypto right now is heavily manipulated. Normally, it wouldn't take this many times. A retest will only happen once, and then it would carry on moving there in the right direction. Now, even on the way up, if I draw a trend on the way up, go to the daily. There we go. So this was when the bull season started, or the alt season kicked in. You can see price went up, hit resistance. All right, let me draw the trend in. There we go. So this was last year. Price goes down, goes up, and it breaks. From here, there's the start of the bull cycle. Sorry, it's the start of the bull cycle. So again, price goes up, comes back down to support. Price goes up, resistance, again, like it's trying to go up. This went up, failed, went up again, failed, went up, retested for the 3rd time, and it failed. So again, at that point, you know price is going up. But because it failed, it has to come down. It failed support, and it kept on going upwards again. So it bounced on support once, twice, it bounced on support. Went up, it went up, it went up. And at this point, it broke out of the trend. So price went up, and it retested the resistance, the support level now. So when it was below, it's resistant. When it's above, it's support. So it went up, it retested. So again, right here, it could have been your entry. So again, that's your morning star as well. So you've got your downward candles, your indecision, and then your blue candle. On that retest is followed by a blue candle. So that's your perfect entry. So price went up again. It still made higher highs, came down. Went up, made higher highs, it came down, making higher lows. Now this was the start of a new trend. So from here, you can add another trend line in. So again, in the trend, if it's going along with the trend, it should only bounce off or retest it once. Just like you saw here. It always bounces off the level once or twice maximum. Now, when it's consolidating, or if there's a lot of negativity in the market, or a lot of confusion in the market, that's when the market gets stuck in a range. That's when it keeps bouncing off support and resistance, support and resistance. At this point, this is when the fear kicks in. It's when the frustration kicks in. A lot of traders, it's pretty much a good time for traders if they know what they're doing. But for coin holders and long-term investors, a lot of retail traders, especially new traders, they get frustrated because the market's not going the way they want them to. So people, see crypto on the news, or the friend tells them about Bitcoin, Ethereum. Oh, mate, you need to buy this, it's going to go up. They hold it for a day, it goes up to make money. Price goes down, they get scared. I know the price is going down, it's a scam, it's not going to work. I'll just sell it. And, for some reason, they might hold it. They think, oh, price has gone up again, but it's retested this. But they don't know that it's stuck in the range. So that's why they get scared, it goes down, they sell it again. And this can go on for days, for weeks, it can even go on for months. But eventually when it does break out, everyone that held on, they're the ones that make money. And right now, if you follow the news, every day I wake up, the first thing I do is look at the news. Yesterday, the first thing I saw was $500 million was put into Ethereum yesterday morning. So that's why I believe we are still in the bull market. Only people who are selling are retail traders, people who are scared. They think the market's crashing, it's going to go down to zero. They're the ones that get taken out. Everyone who sells, institutional traders and investors, are the ones buying it back up. So if the market is going down, why would they be buying it? they're the smart people, right? They've been doing this for decades. They're the ones with all the knowledge. So if it is going down, why would they buy it right here? That's why I believe market is still in a bull trend. This literally is called what you called a bear trap, to scare out all the retail traders. Price will continue to consolidate and range inside the trend. And then once it breaks out, it will continue to go alongside the trend. So if we extend this, so everything here will pretty much look the same right here. We're gonna have straight movements, a normal little retracement, straight movement upwards, a little retracement, bullish movement upwards, a little retracement, and that's when you get your perfect trend line, if you want to call it. But yeah, the reason why it keeps bouncing support and resistance is because of that. But when everyone's buying, the price will always go up. If everyone's selling, the price will go down. But yeah, so long story short, it doesn't really matter how many times it bounces up and down. The less times it bounces, the more likely it is to go up. The more times it bounces, that means it's rejecting that level and it's going to go down, or it's trying hard enough and then eventually it will push through. So again, for that, you're going to need to use other indicators to add confluence to your trade. So right now, RSI is pretty much in the middle. It's literally at 44%. So there's a lot of indecision in the markets right now. And that's why today's candle is exactly a spinning top. People don't know whether to buy or sell. If you go in a lower time frame, okay, now it's going down. Yeah, see? So as the market rejects this resistance line, price is going down, RSI is going down. People are now selling this. So let's see what happens in the next few hours when it comes to support. Price can either bounce off support and go back up, or it can break through support and then go down to the next level. So if you see what Bitcoin's doing. So yeah, it actually broke above it. And now it's, say now this is above support. So if it rejects the support level and continues to go up, then the majority of the market should follow. But if it breaks through the support, then yeah, it's going to continue to go down to maybe this level or this level as well. Now, even on RSI, you can see that it's almost overbought. It's at 68%. So now the majority of people are going to be looking to sell this. Whereas on the daily time frame, see long term, it's still oversold. So long term price should technically go up, as RSI is only on 33%. If you look on the weekly time frame, okay, it's still stuck in the middle. And on the monthly time frame, see, look, on the monthly time frame, we are still overbought. It's still at 61%. That's why I believe price may come down to this level before going back up. If I Bitcoin, we've had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 months in a row of bullish momentum. So because the market went up pretty much in a straight line, that's why we are getting that reversal now. Well, not a reversal, sorry, a retracement now. It's why we're getting the pullback. You know, market can't go from here to here in a straight line. It's going to go in waves. It's called swings. Okay, you swing high, you swing low, you swing high, you swing low. So over the next few months, the market, so from here, we'll go up, you swing high, you swing low, you swing high, you swing low, you swing high, and eventually it will reach the top. So again, for new investors, for inexperienced investors, what's happening now causes a lot of fear in the markets. But for someone who's been doing it for years, for an experienced trader, experienced investor, they know this is pretty much a buying opportunity. Push the market down, get it on a better price, and then the breakout will eventually happen. Again, even on a monthly time frame, honestly, to me, it still looks like price might go down a little bit more to at least 50% before it goes back upwards. So yeah, probably for the next few weeks, price may go down to either 3 or 5 range before going back upwards. That's what RSI says anyway, but of course, you know, never use one indicator. That's why we always use multiple. So your next indicator is your moving averages. So with RSI, it said price is likely to go down. Let's see what the moving averages say now. So I use 3. The first one I use is at 20. So it's your 20 left moving average. I'll have that one blue. Then your next moving average, orange. I'll put that at 50. That's for long term, midterm. And then your last one is at 200. So that's for long term. Now on the monthly time frame, you can see that price is above the moving averages. When the candles are above moving averages, it's an upward trend. When the candles are below, okay, let me go to a small time frame. Okay, here. So at this crossover, when the price crosses below the moving averages, that's when it's a bear trend. It's still too high. Maybe now we can see it properly. Yeah. So for short-term trading, obviously you're going to see the switch much quicker. So when the 20 crosses below the 50 short-term, it's a sell. But then when it crosses below the 200, which is this point here, this big crossover, some people call it the death cross, that's when you know long-term it's a downward trend. So that's when I believe the bear market is in play. That's when the bear market will start, even though it probably started here. So right now, okay, we've got a crossover on the short-term time frame, but still not the long one. So short-term, that's why I believe market's still going down. But long-term, it will still go up in the future. Now look, see on the weekly time frame, the 200 length is still all the way down here. Even the medium-term time frame, so the 50 length moving average, is still way below the candles. Just move that out of the way. There you go. So then, short term, that's when the price crossed. So short term market went down. But you see, it's bouncing off this moving average here, the 50 length one. So you can also use these candles as support and resistance as well. So you can see on the weekly time frame, it's still trying to hold this level. This is a major support level we have here. This one right there. So if this breaks it, or if this breaks this moving average, then yeah, that's when I believe, so not this one, this one. This is the 200 length. So if the candle breaks below this one, then I'd say, okay, now the guys are in a bear trend. Now the market's going to go down. But short term, mid term, so you know, a few days to this one's a few weeks, price is still bullish. It's on a weekly time frame. Obviously, the lower time frame you go, the candles will all change depending on your time frame. So on the 4-hour chart, you can see that from the 19th, or actually from the 12th, price was going down. But now, price, you can see price is trying to get above the moving averages. But sometimes it breaks away, it bounces off the support, and when it goes down, it rejects off the resistance line. So when the 20 length crosses the 50 length, this means it's short term going up. And when it crosses from below, it means it's going up. When it crosses from above, it means it's going down. So guys, if you have any questions on that, if that doesn't make sense, just let me know. So there and there. So here you can see the 20 and the 50. When the 20 is below and it crosses from underneath, that means it's a bull trend. You can see prices going up. When it crosses from above, when it crosses down, that means it's a bear trend. That's when the market's going down. So you'll see that here as well. So again, obviously this one's a bit delayed, but there. So at the top, you're sitting on support, but when it crosses below, again, that was the start of the bear trend. And you can see even on the 200 length on the 4-hour time frame, when it crosses the 200 length moving average, then you know long term we are going down. And that was in May. So it's been pretty much a month now since we've been in the bear trend. That's why now we're having that consolidation here, because price is now trying to go back up in the short term. That's moving averages. So the ones I use are the 20 length, 50 length, and 200 length. Some people use the 25, some people use a 55, some people use 100. It depends on what sort of time frame you're trading on, but these are the ones that I use. Does anyone have any questions on moving averages?
Can you have more than 3 moving averages, or is that just...
You can, yeah. But again, the more you have, the more messy your chart will look. So you can have as many as you like, or whatever the limit is actually. But yeah, you can have all these different moving averages. So basically what the lengths mean, so the 20 length moving average, what it means is it finds the average price for the last 20 candles. So for the last 20 candles on the 4-hour time frame, this is the average price. And then the 50 length moving average, that's here. The 100 length is here. That's the 200 length. And then here. So the last average price for the last 300 candles is here. Because long term, average price was all the way up here. That's why it's still so high. But yeah, I only use those three: 20, 50, and 200. Those are my go-to moving averages. This was on Bitcoin. Let's have a look at Ethereum. So yeah, 4 hours is the 200 is above. If you go on the weekly time frame, you can see it's still well below. All of them are still well below the candles. That's why, again, long term, I still believe we are still very bullish on all cryptocurrencies. It's just short term, we've got this small retracement. And even though the short term has been a month now, but remember, crypto is not a get rich quick scheme. You're not going to make money overnight. I mean, if it is, you're very lucky. But if you get a moonshot trade, but for in terms of investing, it's going to take time. Bull market comes every 4 years, or so the patterns show recently. So at the end of this year, or pretty much even start of next year, will be the end of this bull rally, and then the market will be down and it will retrace for the next 3 to 4 years, as it has done here. So yeah, last bull cycle was in 2017. So start of 2017, January, the price went up, hit the top on the 8th of January, and until 2020, it was in the bear trend. There you go. Yeah, so from 2018 to 2020, so for 2.5 years, the price was in a bear trend. And then eventually it did break out in July 2020. And then the bull run has started again. So again, end of this year, maybe January, February, maybe even March, who knows. Top of the Ethereum could be up here. That's why I believe our targets for Ethereum is around 10 to 12,000 for the end of the bull cycle. If this keeps going up, target is 10 to 12,000. No, on the So on the bear trend, when the market comes down, we believe Ethereum can possibly drop to let's say January 22, yeah, January 2022, it can potentially drop down to $800 again. So yeah, by end of Jan, it could be around $800. By end of February, it could be, well, that's not right. Let me put this. Just line that up. Okay, let's have a look now. So yeah, the bottom in January could be like $1,500 by January. By February, could still be 15, no, 17, sorry. By March, it could be 1,900, maybe even $2,000. So depending on where the market crashes or how long it takes down, lowest possible outcome is $1,500 for Ethereum. So if this does get to $10,000 by the end of this cycle, well, let's say $11,500. If you have one Ethereum and you cash out at $11,500 and it does crash back down to $1,500, you can buy 10 Ethereum next year. If you save your money, if you save all your profits from Ethereum, from one Ethereum now, if it gets to 11,500 by the end of this year or the end of this cycle, and it gets down to 1,500 at the lowest point next cycle, you can literally buy 10 more, well, 9 more Ethereum than you had originally. So that is going to be my strategy for pretty much most of my coins. That's why I have this long-term trend always in, especially in XRP. And then obviously long-term targets, they'll always change.
Ravi, a question.
Yes.
How much percentage do you think we will drop in September, if there is going to be such a drop?
In September, okay. So I've been wondering about that as well recently. So if you look, actually, let's go back to Bitcoin. Did you want it on Bitcoin or Ethereum or just crypto in general?
Yeah, just crypto in general.
Okay, so for that, we'll go on total market cap. So during the last cycle, 2017, price went up. In June, we had a little dip, which is where we're in now. In summer, price rallied, and in September, we had another dip again. So because this retracement is a lot longer than expected, depending on when this year, when it price goes up, we may not even get a September dip. Price actually may go up, might have a tiny dip in maybe October, and then rally again. So the June one went on for, what's this, 5 weeks. So the first June retracement went on for 5 weeks and it fell a total of 33%. That was retracement. Now the retracement, what we have now is already above 50%. Well, the lowest point was 50%. In September, this went on for well, 2 to 3 weeks. So it was a lot smaller than the one in June. But the drop was 45%. So technically, in the last cycle, the bigger drop was in September. It's 33% in before summer, 45% after summer. But because the markets have already retraced so much, no, it's already down 54% during June. If this consolidates until July, then I don't think we'll have that September drop. I think it will rally straight away up until the end of the year. Maybe a small retracement October time, but yeah, this will keep going. But that's only if it picks up. I mean, only if it carries on like this throughout summer. If it does go up, then yeah, we'll have another small retracement in September. I don't believe it would be as big as this one. Definitely not. We've already had, it's been down for too long now. So if we do have a small retracement in September, maybe 30% max. It shouldn't be more than that. Unless, of course, there's more manipulation going on in the market or there's another buyback feature. But there's just too much positive news in the world today. I mean, I don't know if you guys heard, but El Salvador is the first country that now accept Bitcoin as their legal currency. I don't know what El Salvador had before, if it's the peso or the dollar or whatever, but now the base currency in El Salvador is Bitcoin. So this is stage one of global adoption. So I don't know how that can affect the market negatively in any way, shape, or form. So that's why I believe, there's news like this all across every single crypto. It's just the price has been suppressed. But when it does explode, this year crypto is going to explode. Our targets are over a $10 trillion market cap. Over 10 trillion. Now, even if it goes alongside this trend, $10 trillion, it will hit $10 trillion by September. If it carries on going to the end of the year, we could see a $12.5 trillion market cap for crypto by the end of this year. Yeah, so on the 3rd of Jan, let's say 12.8 trillion. And that's on a pessimistic level. There's a slight possibility it can go higher than that, but at the very lowest, a $10 to $12 trillion market cap. Anyone have any more questions on that?
Ravi, see the two key levels that you're saying that crypto BTC will fall to. So if you don't have any BTC, would that be a good time to get in if it falls to 20 or 24K?
Yes. So let me go on here.
So could we set up buy limit orders?
I wouldn't do that yet. No. That will be next year, most possibly. So depending on how high this goes up. Okay, that's fine. So yeah, by the end of the year, I mean, Bitcoin normally ends a lot earlier than others because Bitcoin normally hits its top before. So the last cycle hit its top on 11th December. So 11th of December this year, if it goes with the trend, I mean, here it says $320,000. But again,
Can't see your screen.
can you not see my screen?
No, I can see. I don't know what I've done.
One sec. How about now? Can you see it now?
No, I can see that other gentleman. I can see everybody, but I can't see the screen.
Are you on the right window? You might have clicked on the wrong window.
Right, okay, let me see. Should I be on share?
No, I'm on share. So Francesca can see my screen. So I think you just might be in the wrong window, Sophia.
Right, okay. I'll check it.
Hey Ravi, sorry I'm late, buddy.
That's right, mate, no problem.
Busy day.
So Bitcoin just broke the 200 EMA on the 1 hour. Let's go on the 1 hour. Oh, okay. Okay, so that's definitely some bullish momentum for Bitcoin then. That's good news. But again, remember, our target is this level. If Bitcoin rejects this level, very possible price can go back down. But if it breaks above this level, then maybe the bullish momentum is back. BCD. Oh, Bitcoin Diamond.
Is it? Yeah.
Bitcoin Diamond.
Is there any correlation between the two?
Bitcoin Diamond is more correlated to Bitcoin Cash than Bitcoin. It's just slower and just like slightly delayed.
I got well, thanks to yourself and Miles, I got some of that at 220.
Bitcoin Diamond,
Yeah, man, got a nice bag at 220.
I restocked on this as well.
See, at the minute, Ravi, I'm chasing it up with stop losses. Is that the right thing to do?
Say that again?
At the minute, like I picked up a nice bag at 220, and I'm just chasing my stop loss up with the price and sort of
trailing. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah,
that's fine.
It's a nice position to be in. I haven't been here for a while.
That's fine. So yeah, so we do have a resistance level here. As you can see, it failed to break it once, it went down, it tried again, failed again. So let's see what happens now. It did get that pump. Volatility is coming back. So if it can push through, then it's good news. But if it doesn't, we may face another rejection. Again, as you did say, I saw, it broke all three moving averages. So fingers crossed it continues to move upwards.
Ravi, if you had to set a stop loss on that now, what would that be at?
A stop loss on here,
yeah,
at 220, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Before I go into that, does anyone have any more questions on technical analysis? And then I'll go into risk management. Where's my thing gone?
Yeah, just one quick thing. During you said the moving averages when they cross over.
Yeah.
Which was it? If the 20 crosses the 50, which was it above is down? Which way around is it?
So when 20 crosses from underneath, it means it's going up.
Okay.
When it crosses over, then it means it's going down. So here, look. So here, when the 20 crossed up from under, it's a bullish trend. When it crossed over, it's a bearish trend. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks.
Perfect.
I can catch that up on the video once it's posted, Ravi. Yeah.
I will be posting this online. Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry, man. I get help back at work.
That's no problem. Where's my chat box? Okay, no more questions. Okay, perfect. So yeah, well, let's move on.
Ravi, I've got a question for you. It's about OMI actually.
Yeah.
Ecomi.
Yeah, that's fine.
So I'm a big Ecomi fan, quite heavily into that. A lot of talk about it going to $1. I'm a big believer in the project long term, but just looking at the market cap, if you calculate, what the market cap would need to be for it to go to $1, it's quite a huge amount. I think it's in the hundreds of billions or something. Don't know whether my calculations are right or whether I'm missing something to do with the OMI burn. What's your guys' take?
Most likely, it's going to be the OMI burn. It's because there's 750 billion coins right now, and I follow the OMI burn Twitter account. So every day they post how many coins are burning. I don't know why it hasn't been updated on here, but it should be going down. But every day there's always OMI burn. So
there's not 750 billion in circulation. They've locked some up, haven't they?
They have locked some up as well. Yeah.
Yeah, it's the circulating supply, isn't it? That is the big thing, and then how they release the rest of it and how to burn the rest of it.
It's literally current price times your circulating supply. That will give you the market cap. So if we do it now, sorry, let me just bring
have you done like a rough calculation of where you think the market cap would need to be for it to hit that magic dollar price?
We can do it now.
That's how I found you guys actually, was looking at Ecomi videos.
Oh, Miles' video on YouTube. Yeah.
yeah.
A lot of people have come from there.
Yeah.
Okay, so to find your market cap, you do current price times supply, which is 166.290. Oh no, that's wrong. 166,290 00 million, 100 million, 1 billion. There you go. Okay, that's
364 million.
That's the market cap, yeah. That's what that's what it is now.
I was gonna say.
Yeah.
That's what it is now. So what was your question? I got lost.
What do you think the market cap would need to be for OMI to hit that $1 mark?
For it to hit $1. Okay, so if you want it to be $1, you just do one. Yeah, so $1 would be 166 billion if the circulating supply is exactly the same.
So as the supply goes down due to the burn rate,
Then
does
the
the
price will go up. Yeah.
does the market cap change in order to
The market cap
hit
will,
$1?
yeah. No, yes, the market cap would be less.
Yeah.
But
Yeah, so we're looking at a smaller target as the burn increases.
because there's so many coins right now, it changes every day. That's why you're not seeing fluent movements at the moment. But
Yeah, I mean, it's just trying to weigh up how realistic it is, because obviously it's a fantastic project.
Yeah.
Really solid team, long-term potential there. But if you compare the market cap to, what it would need to be $1, compare that to Ethereum now, seems a little bit unrealistic that it's going to get there. I know years to come, more money can flood into the market.
Yeah.
But I'm just trying to gauge how realistic you guys think it is.
Yeah. So let's just say XRP. So max supply of OMI is 750 billion, whereas even XRP is 100 billion. So it's still like 7.5 times less.
Yeah.
But market cap is still higher because there's less there's less total supply. That's why the market cap is higher. As coins are released, market cap goes lower, but the price will go up. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So again, with OMI, it's still early days. I mean, XRP has been around for, I think it had its 9th year anniversary last week. But OMI, it's still a long way to go before we see any big prices.
Yeah. Thing is,
probably looking at.
Sorry, go ahead.
Probably looking at the next bull cycle, right?
Oh yeah. We'll definitely see some good figures by the next bull cycle. There's this one chart. I think I put it in the last OMI update. I made a video. Let me see if I can find it quickly. I know it was on here. Okay, it showed you eComi's actual predictions and VV's predictions. There it is.
Oh, is that done by Taps Trade?
I don't know who it's by. I don't think you're able to see it on my computer, but I've got it here.
Yeah, I think I've seen it. Yeah.
On the chart, but I'll read it out. So basically, they said by June, they think it will go back up to 1 cent. So for June, they've got planned to have 4 to 6 more drops, 1 new exchange, releasing Star Trek and Jurassic Park as well. So by end of June, or even they said the target was 1 cent. By July, it was 2.3 cents. By August, 6.2 cents. By September, 8.1 cents. And by November, maybe even end of the year, it says 9.4 cents. So it could be a possibility that OMI could be 10 cents by the end of the year. I mean, that's still 1,000% growth from where it is now.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
I still believe that's still a very pessimistic prediction.
You think that's pessimistic? It's looking pretty optimistic right now. I think they need to get on an exchange, don't they?
Yeah.
Because the drops aren't really affecting the price.
It will shoot up. I mean, like here, like we bought on the 2nd of March. Oh crap. we bought on the 2nd of March, which is here at 0.022. We held it for 4 weeks, and then it went from 0.03 up to 1.3 cents, you know, within a few days.
Yeah, it can turn around pretty quick.
Yeah. So with all this bearish momentum, if we can get a new exchange, if we can get a few more drops, it can go a lot higher than what we just had.
Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
My printer.
Let's hope so.
Definitely. As I just said, you know, the company, the drops, the utility, the partnerships, I didn't see anything bad with it.
Yeah, I think long term, it's a great investment.
Worth a whole lot more, but it's still early days.
Yeah, for sure, Kieran. I mean, if you look at all the coins out there and you try and look at just pure technical analysis, you can get that wrong, but everybody knows that, like, definitely for sure. You look at Omi and long-term project. So I'm confident in the fact that regardless of where it is now, in 12 months from now, it's going to be a whole lot better, you know. So I come in at 1 cent myself, but I'm not freaking out about it. I'm looking at the long term of Omi, and I'm happy to hold.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many things that's coming, so many use cases for the collectibles as well that you don't know. Plus, as well, you know, they have been in beta version for a long time. They're now ready to go out to a bigger market, and if they can 10x their user base, then that's going to do crazy things to the Omi price, if you ask me. More people buying, more people burning, you know.
3 exchanges is nothing. They're not even big exchanges.
I agree.
Can I ask a question, Robbie?
Yes.
So Bitcoin Diamond seems to be on its way here. I'm just chasing it up at the minute. So I've been increasing the stops from this morning. So would you have a price point for a stop right now?
Okay.
It's sitting at 3.7, you know.
Okay, so
I think it's broke its previous resistance.
you bought at 2.2. That's perfect. That is a perfect entry. So I don't know if you were here when we went on technical analysis, but from there we'll move on to entries and exits. So that's your morning star. So obviously on 1 hour, it literally exploded out of nowhere. We're going to a lot. Yeah, so perfect. You can either enter at this level here or at this level here. But you entered at 2.2, which is right there. So if we get a long position at 2.2.
I'm going to follow what you're doing there, Robbie, actually. So what's your time frame?
So I'm on the 15 minutes right now.
15 minutes, okay.
Yeah. So I'm only on 15 minutes because of entry.
Okay. Right, I'm with you. So what tool did you use there?
So if you go in here on the right hand side,
Yep.
the left hand side, it will be the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7th one down.
Yep.
You could say long position. You want that one.
Got it.
Then click that on your entry price, and you should see a green bar and a red bar.
I got my entry price was 2.22. Yep, got it.
Yep.
Okay.
So don't worry about stop loss for now. Put your take profit. I mean, if you put it at entry right now, it means you're up 70% from your entry, right?
Yeah.
You should be up 70%. Now, if
Yeah.
you're trailing, there's 2 ways you can do this. You can either put your stop loss to break even, or you can actually trail it, which will be under the previous low. The previous low is here.
As low as that?
Your stop loss from your entry would be, see, the safest bet would be around here. Or you could put it at least 40%.
I was thinking about putting it way up and only stopping 50% of it, and maybe trying to trail it down. I think it's going up for a reason. I'm not saying it's going to keep going up, but I would rather be tighter. If it can be tighter and catch it on a drop, and but I have what did
Can
I
do. So if you want it tighter,
yeah,
because I don't use stop losses, I don't troll with numbers. I always go with the chart.
right, okay.
I always go with the trend. So if I have that there,
Yeah,
depending on how long it takes to come down, let's say it comes down to this level at 3.2. So if you put your stop loss there, again, that's still 45%. That is the tightest I would go.
okay.
Honestly, no, right
Tempting to
now,
go a wee bit more though, isn't it?
you're holding Bitcoin Diamond as well, aren't you?
No, this is my only hold. I managed to pick it up at that. I tracked it actually for a while, but yeah, I've only got that. When you say holding,
Did you buy the coin or are you margin trading?
no,
Like
I bought the
trading.
coin. Bought the coin
You
spot.
bought the coin.
Yeah, spot.
So I wouldn't look. Oh, you're spot trading, yeah. So if you're spot trading, you can either take profit or leave it. I would not trail on trading wise.
You would not what?
I wouldn't trail this tight on trading.
No, no. See the margin. You know where you do margin trading.
Yeah.
Is that something that you can use in combination with your spot trading? If you're rising your stops, and then if you see a drop,
You
you're
need
gonna
a
stop
separate
out, but
account. I think you can't margin trade on the exchange.
all right, okay.
You need another account for margin.
But you know what I mean?
trading.
If you combine the two, you could really play at your advantage, couldn't you?
You can do, but there's a lot more risk in that.
Yeah.
There's
I was
a
thinking
lot
about
more risk.
keeping a very tight spot, but having a margin there to kind of margin of play if you feel like you've reached the top and you're gonna go back down, let your stop cash out, and then win on
If
your
I
margin.
was spot trading, margin trading, leverage trade, any of it, if I was doing that and my entry was at 2.2, I would have been out right now. This is my target.
You sell all?
I would have been out, yeah. Because you know your entry, sorry, your risk was yeah, so my take profit would probably be right there, which is 67%. And my stop loss will be here, 13%. So I'll be risking 13% to make 67%. That's a 5-to-1 risk reward ratio.
Oh, Fernando.
So if I'm risking $100, I'll make $500 if it's my take profit.
So your stop's way below. Are you showing me my entry point, or are you just a different one?
No, your one. So if I bought at 2.2,
Yes. Okay.
my original stop loss would be here, right?
Oh, right. Okay. Yes.
My take profit would be here.
Right.
So I'm risking 13% to make 67%.
Right.
So risk reward ratio is 5-to-1. So that means if I'm risking $100 or £100, my reward would be $500 or £500.
Yes.
So that's my trade done. I would not start trailing here. If it went up and down here, then yes, I would trail. So from here, once price bounced here and then went up, that would be my stop loss right there, 30%. It went down, it went up again. It went down, I knew my stop loss upwards. With up again. But because it went straight upwards and hit the take profit, I would be out by now.
Yeah. I'm still in the game. So at the minute, Ravi, like I don't know enough about trading to kind of, but you identified a trend line there, so you then will use that trend line to dictate where your stop loss will be.
But this is now, like, obviously when you entered, price has already gone up. It went up in a straight line.
Yeah.
Coffee can I find it?
So this was over 1, 2, 3. So that hit your take profit in 3 hours.
Yeah.
So I would have been completely out of this.
Very lemonade.
Yeah. But
So
See,
right,
cola, that's really nice.
see now that I'm not, Ravi, so I'm still sitting with the full bag.
yeah.
And what I was going to do, I was going to trigger. I mean, it's went up to 380. I was going to trigger at like 370 and then cash out it and put a stop at 365 to maximize the return. And that means I'm guaranteed that return. Is that not right?
Let's see, need my glasses.
You can do, but again, you're still losing like, you know,
One
60,
packet or just
60
one
cents
foil?
from however many coins you have. Because from current price to 6.5, that's still
Thank you.
two. You're still losing 2.3 if you get traded. So why not take profit on half and leave the rest,
Okay.
or take the profit and then completely go out?
41.98.
Because then from here, if price does break, it's gonna
Yeah,
retest.
well, because it's up to 45.
Yeah. See, it's
There you go, just the top there.
sitting
You've got your finger on the
370 at the
contact.
minute. 380 at the minute, yeah.
No.
Well, it's 380 on that, but it's it's 370 on the exchange that I'm on.
Yeah, every exchange will vary. The
Yeah,
price on every exchange will vary.
Is that good that it's showing it higher on one than the one that I'm on?
It depends, because my Bitcoin Diamond is from Binance, I believe. Yeah, mine's on the Binance chart. So obviously on a different exchange, it will be under a different price.
Yeah, but that's not actually a listing that you can use on Binance. The only BTC, it's only a BCD and BTC pair on Binance.
Yeah, you can't trade Bitcoin Diamond with the dollar. It's only against Bitcoin Cash. Sorry, not Bitcoin itself.
Yeah, so I had to go over to OKEX to do it in the USTD. But yeah, it's going good. It's going good. So I'm just wondering where to put the stop at the minute.
Like I said, if this was me, I would have taken profit already. If it crashes, you look for another entry. If it goes up, it's going to retest, you look for another entry there.
Mm-hmm.
You've done your trade. Your trade would have hit your take profit in 3 hours.
Right,
You've made 70%. I would not, risk that.
Right. So what you're saying is, when you get an entry like that, you put on that there stop, open, and target, and when it reaches the target, that's where you set your limit order.
No, that's what you take out. That's when you take your profit.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But that could be a limit order if it reaches that, take profit, or do you just manually do that once? Because I don't get the chance to sit, every day and look at it. Today I do, but other days I might be away for half a day with work. So
no, if you set your take profit, it will take you out by itself. You won't need anything else.
Yeah, on Binance.
Whichever exchange you're using.
Yeah.
But your limit order would be if price comes back down again. So if it comes back down to this level, you can have your limit order at 2.4 or again at 2.2. And then once it crashes, you can go back in again for it to go up.
Yeah. I mean not a limit order, but like a sell order. Once you put in that open and target, do you then go in and put like a limit order that if it reaches a target, automatically sell it?
Not right now, I wouldn't, because it's looking very bullish. But
Yeah.
again, it's at resistance. But
So,
like I said, no, if I did this, I've made my profit for the day. I would not risk anymore.
yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Remember, even in our one-on-one session, I said you don't always need to be in a trade. As long as you made your profit, you should be good.
Yeah, it was a good coin.
I know when you're on a winning streak, it's hard to walk away. It's when greed kicks in, but you have to you have to put your mind to it.
But I still think that okay. Like, sorry, I see from my entry, I kind of missed it, and it went up and down. I didn't sort of see, but I got into work. I got a few things sorted, but now I'm looking at it. So the current situation is, it's at 3.7, right? So I could literally cash out completely now, or I could say, look, you know what? Set a sell order at 3.6, and if it doesn't get to 3.6 and it keeps going to 4 to 4.5, I mean, I think it had a high. Where's the high of it? It's nearly. I think it's doing nearly better than what it's done in the past. Actually, let me see. Where's the high of it?
Hasn't been this high since 19th of May.
Yeah, on the 8th of May, it reached as much as $11.
Yeah.
So to me, if I keep chasing that up, if I keep chasing that up with a tight stop loss and it just keeps going, then at some point when it drops, I'm going to get the maximum use of that there stop loss. Whereas if I take everything now and it keeps going to like 850, I know that sounds greedy, but I've got the time, I've got the time to chase that stop order up with it.
If you have the time, then go for it. What I would do, I would wait for it to go up because it will come back down to retest.
Right.
If it holds this support, then I'd buy again.
Mm-hmm.
Because if it doesn't hold the support, it will come back down and you lose everything, or you have your risk wherever it was. Your stop loss. That's why I make my 70% here, wait for it to go up, retest, buy again.
Right. Okay, I see.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Okay, thanks, buddy.
Ravi, can I ask a wee question on BCD?
Yes,
Because
Andrea.
I'm in this. So remember we had this out in the CC group. There was an
Yes.
entry, and I
Yes.
think it was the two. So I'm in it for that too, and also long term. What's the highest it's been?
Highest Bitcoin diamond's been
Yeah.
$356.
So what's our long term target? Is it $55? Was it?
Hold on. Highest it was $350.
Right. Okay.
I'm cashing out at 350 if it gets that high. I'm not worried if it gets any higher. I bought at $2, I bought at $4, I bought $8. If it gets to 350, I'm done.
Right. Okay.
Because that's, from, let's say average of $4. At $4, that's an 8,000% from one trade or from one holding. I'm not going to be greedy and hold it any higher.
So there's two ways we could do this.
There is two ways.
You could take profit at the target, at the entry that you guys gave on the CC,
Yep.
take some profit to accumulate cash to go into another project,
Yes.
and then also hold long term for that target.
Yes, yeah. But what I'm doing, I've pretty much bought all my coins for this year. I'm not buying anymore. I've bought the dip like at least 4 or 5 times this year. But at my targets, I am, like I said, I've said many times before, I'm selling 80 to 90% of everything I own, all my coins. I'm going to move it into a stable coin, either USDT or USDC or DAI, whichever one. And then next year when the markets drop to the all-time lows again, then I'd buy back and hold it for the next 4 years.
Yeah, makes
During
sense.
that 4 years, I'll be staking my coins. So I can still earn an interest on that every month.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah,
no, I like this one. I like BCD.
Yeah, that's my target.
So,
Right, cool.
so see just what you're saying there, Ravi. Like obviously at the minute my entry was 2.2, and it's tempting to kind of cash out now. But if I was doing this for a long-term hold, just hold on to it. 10, 12 months down the line, revisit rather than cash out now. Put it in.
Not even 10, like 6 months, 6, 7 months. It'll be. Hopefully, you should be this high again within 6, 7 months.
So for me,
the highest point was on the 11th of January. So if it gets that same price again by January, that'll be a very happy birthday to me. So
yeah, that was 2018, no.
Yeah, that was the last bull cycle.
Yeah.
The next bull cycle was this year, and by January 2022, which again is 6, 7 months away.
Wow.
If you can get to $11, not 11, $350 on the 11th of Jan at 8,000%, then I'm not complaining of that.
If you've got about 100 of those coins and you hold them until they go to that high, that's like what, 40?
That's $35,000. Yeah,
it's well worth it to hold on.
Exactly. I'm not risking holding it even more. I've made $35,000 from $100, or however much you bought.
Yeah.
I need to keep these in a paper wallet off the exchanges. It's far too tempting. So
not paper, hardware.
What?
Ledger or there's a few more as well. I think there's a Trezor. But I use a Ledger.
Ledger.
You can't lose with this. This is too good entry to hold.
Yeah, this is the perfect risk to reward trade. Like as your trade, no. Your trade was a 5 to 1, right? 13% to make 60% or 70%. Now, if you hold this, let's say you keep your stop loss there. Right, let's move this up to.
Right, I see what you mean. I'm looking at this from a different perspective now. I was just happy to be making something. I got beat around in the whole month of May. It was tough. a lot of my coins are worth half what they were worth, but I got onto this here and I thought
No.
happy days, make a wee bit of profit, but
If you hold this until it reached all-time high, that's 15,828%. But you have to hold it for 6 months or 7 months.
right.
Okay. In a
I'm-
spot trade, I don't know if you can do that.
What?
I don't know if you can do that in a spot trade.
What do you mean do what on spot trade?
Hold it for that long. Because are we bought the coins?
Yeah, I bought them on a spot, so but I own them. I can do it. I can just hold them if I want, can't I?
Sandeep, are you spot trading or margin trading this?
I've just bought them at our entry on the CC Premium. I bought them in Binance, so I bought them at 220.
Yeah.
And I'm just holding them. That's it.
Yeah, we're just holding them.
I don't do that. I don't know how to do that, so I don't really stress
don't-
about it.
Yeah. I mean, we are going to go into that very soon, actually. We are going to be margin trading cryptos very, very soon. So we're going to have like buy orders and entries and take profit, stop loss, the whole lot for crypto very, very soon.
Oh, is that what I'm doing then? Is that what's called?
That's what you're doing.
I didn't even realize, to be honest.
Yeah.
But
That's your intraday trades where you have your buy entry, your take profit, your stop loss, and you keep doing that over and over again. That's what we call margin trading.
right, okay,
When we're buying and holding a coin, we just hold it and let it grow over time.
yeah, yeah.
Right,
You don't worry
soon-
about any of this entries and sort of limit and
Yeah.
stop orders and stuff.
But we are going to be moving into margin trading very, very soon.
Right. Can I set this up then, Ravi, and then just send you a screenshot to see if I've done it
Yeah,
right?
of course. Yeah.
Cool. Thank you.
You do that, yeah.
It's looking good though.
Does anyone have any questions on entries and exits as well? Remember, with your exit, you always want to have it, at your resistance or just slightly below. That's why.
Ravi,
Yes.
can I ask a wee question? Just a wee question.
Yes.
So do you think like 6 months of patience and this can go to could reach the all-time high?
Yeah. I mean, I believe it can go higher, but I don't want to risk it.
Yeah.
Because a few altcoins have gone past the all-time highs already. Like Ethereum's gone past the all-time high, Cardano has, whereas XRP is still under $1. Bitcoin Cash is still under $1,000, whereas Bitcoin Cash highest is 4,000. XRP's highest is almost $4. So there's still a lot of coins that have a lot of potential. That's why I believe the bear market is still nowhere near sight.
Oh, this is quite good. You can't complain for putting $200 in and waiting for 6 months patiently and getting that return. That is absolutely amazing.
Exactly. You're not going to find this sort of returns anywhere. Any business, any bank, any stock, anything like that. That's why there's so many people on crypto right now, because the returns are, absolutely amazing.
Yeah, definitely. Right, I'm holding mine, not selling.
Hold it. Hold it.
Hold it. Huddle.
Huddle. Like I said, my target is 350. As soon as it hits it, I'm out. But obviously, we're going to have a lot of entry points close to the time. So when it does become, December, January, we are going to go through each one of these coins, find their all-time high price at what day it was, what the candles look like, how much the percentage regained, and then we'll use that to find our, this year's predictions. So if it goes to 350, I will cash out. But if it goes to 400 or 500, I'm not going to complain. Yeah. Same with Bitcoin. Our end of year target was between 100 and 120. Now, last bull cycle, highest point was on the 16th of December. So if it's on the 16th of December and the price looks like it's still going up, I might hold it. But if it looks like, there's a few red candles at the top, it's hit a resistance level, it's going to drop, I'm going to cash out.
But Ravi, you guys will be with us when we're doing all these together on the.
Of course, Sandy. We won't leave you. Don't worry about it.
Oh, that's fine.
We'll be posting updates every hour during those times.
So we are quite lucky because we are in quite a lot of projects that have been really, really like at a low price and
Yeah.
they can go crazy high. So
All these coins, my charts here, these are every single coin we're in.
yeah.
So
So
you've got
we'll definitely be up on so many. There's no way we
100%.
could. Yeah.
100%. Like even now, Bitcoin, you know, it looks like a double bottom pattern forming. You know, down, up, down. Hopefully, if it can clear this level, we're good for the bullish continuation. Like all of this, oops, all of this could be, what's the word? Invalidated. Or
Exciting times.
if you look here, look, on the accumulation phase, that point is right there. If the Bitcoin kind of rejects here, it's going to fall again. Yeah, so if you go down to a lower time frame, okay, you can still see it's going up, but look, you've got a long wick there, you got an inverse hammer there, and this one looks like it's going to be an inverse hammer as well. So look, it's almost 5 o'clock. Within 3 minutes, look, it's going down. If it's closes like that, we're going to see a new bearish formation. See, on 15 minutes, it looks like it's going up. But if you look at it on the daily, draw your trend line in. No, it's hit resistance. This is why you always have to keep cycling through the timeframes. So even in the accumulation phase, you know, it looks like it's hit its top. It's on 4 hours. Yeah, so it might go up a little bit more, or even if it does quite short, it doesn't matter. It's still going along. This bit, I don't know what happened here, but all of this has fit in perfectly. And, you know, the breakout probably won't happen until next week by 16th of June. But, you know, all we can do is just wait and see.
Yeah, patience.
Patience, that's it. Does anyone have any more questions on risk to reward ratio? Does it make sense?
Yep. Can I ask another wee question?
Yes.
Miles said last time that he was going to tell us about the strategy, how to build your like the accumulation of your cash to put into other projects. Are you going to go over that with us?
Did you say that was for today?
I don't know if it was for today, but he
I'm
did
sure
say.
I've made a video on that and put it in the group before.
Oh, have you? That's fine then. I'll have a wee look back.
I'm sure I've put a video of it in the group.
All right, okay, that's fine then.
But yeah, the last thing I actually want to go through is actual risk management. So I'm going to bring up this one. Okay. So risk management. Any sort of trading, if you're stocks, commodities, forex, indices, crypto, whatever, you should never risk more than 1 to 3% of your account on any given trade. Yeah. If you risk more, you're just asking for trouble. Now, to find your stake size, if you're margin or leverage trading, to find your stake size, what you need to do is look at your account size, times it by the percentage risk on your account. So if you're risking 1, 2, or 3%, and you divide that by your pips risk on trade. Yeah. So I'll give you an example. So if you go back to Noel's Bitcoin Diamond trade, there you go. So there's your trade. So that was my take profit, it's about 70%. There we go. So let's say you have a $10,000 account. Yeah, $10,000, and you're risking, let's say you want to risk 3% on this trade. So you do times it by 0.03. Then you divide it by how many pips are on this trade. So on this trade, okay, that's not right. 29, so why is that so high? That shouldn't be so high. Okay, let's just do, okay, there it is, 75. 75. Oh, wait. Divided by 75. There we go. So your risk is 0.05. So you can trade 50p a pip on your account. So if you've got a $10,000 account, you can trade 50p a pip on this trade. And if you win this, 231, 12, that's not right. 10,000 times 0.03, 300, yeah, so your risk is 300, divided by, divided by 75, 4, there we go, it's £4, so you're risking £4 a pip. If you times that by 231, there you go, you make £924 on this trade, if you're margin trading this now.
Yeah, but if I'm holding, then that's irrelevant, isn't it? If I just decide to hold.
Yeah, if you're buying and holding the coin, then that doesn't matter. But this is specifically for margin trading.
Yeah, I don't want to. Yeah, but if I trade it, then I risk of maybe selling out and it goes up and doesn't come back.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
So this is exactly what I'm going to be doing. I think from as early as July.
Okay, great.
We're just waiting for the price or the market to go back into the bull cycle. Then we can place buys all year long for the rest of the year.
See.
Yeah, this is pretty much how you do it. Let's find another quick example. Bitcoin. Okay, Bitcoin is at resistance. Now let's say we're selling this, yeah? Just a quick example. So we are doing a short position this time. And so market's come down, it's retested, it comes down again. This is our entry. Now your stop loss, you want to place it slightly above your previous high. That's your previous high, right? You take profit as we at support. Okay, so this is technically the lowest point. So we have our support, but instead of it having at the same point, we put it slightly above. Yeah, because sometimes price might not always come to this level, like here. So if you sold again at the top, price would have come down, missed your take profit, and then go back up again. Yeah. So that's why we always have a take profit slightly above support.
Yeah, and that's if you're margin trading.
That's it. This is if you're margin trading, yeah?
Yeah.
So now this is a 3 to 5 risk reward trade. Yeah, so if you're risking £100, you'll make £350. Now let's do this, a calculation again. So a £10,000 account. So you do 10,000. Let's say you're risking 2%. So you do 10,000 times 0.02. Oops. Let's start at 200. So it's 200. 2% of 10,000 is 200. Now we are risking 970 pips. So 9 divided by 970. So here you can do, this is 20p a pip. So 20p a pip, times it by 1101. So 1,101 pips, which gives you £227 for this trade. Yeah.
Okay.
So you're risking 3% on this trade, which is £200, and your take profit is 12%. So then that will give you £227 or dollars or whatever your account is in.
So it's 2% of your overall account multiplied by. Oh, yeah. So when you set the target just below the.
Yeah. So this is your pip count on the right side.
Right.
Yeah?
Okay. See.
So it's from here to here. It's 1,101 pips.
Yeah.
And you're risking 970 pips.
Yeah.
So that's why when you first told me you were margin, I thought you were margin trading. I said stay away from Bitcoin because the margin is really high.
Yeah.
That's why I said focus on something smaller like XRP or Cardano.
Yeah.
But with spot trading, it doesn't really matter. But again, if you're margin trading, you want to focus on the smaller cap coins. Because 970 pips, you know, even on a £10,000 account, you're still only doing 20p a pip, which is pretty low.
Yeah. That's what you mean. And then say, can you combine the two if you're in that position that you can actually have your spot, but kind of backing it up with your margin trading?
I don't think you can combine, not in the same account. You needed separate.
No, of course. I mean, like, but if you had two separate accounts and had a tight stop order and had a kind of, and then put your margin well below that or just slightly below that, so
Yeah.
you're gonna, it's nearly like you and it depends how tight you want to have that, because if something's going parabolic, then it doesn't matter, but if something's leveling out, then it might come down and catch you and then rise up again. So but yeah, I mean, literally, if you're in the position, if you got a good entry point and you were chasing it up really tight and then had your margin backing up any potential drop, then it could be good, but it's risky. That to me, Ravi, is not day trading where you need to be on it. You can't be going left. You need to be sitting at your computer and following
So
that.
that's called trailing your stop loss.
Trailing your stop loss.
So I'll show you here. Yeah, I'll show you quickly here. So that's your resistance. That's your support. Now at this level, price broke. Yeah.
Yeah.
Price broke, it went up, it retested, started going down. So now I'll look for my selling opportunity here. I'd sell right there. Now stop loss, I'd put it above the previous high. Previous high is just there. Again, you know, that's too high now, so I keep it above this one. Now, depending if you're day trading or swing trading, that's where you put your take profit. If you're day trading, you put your take profit here, because that's where your previous low was.
Yeah.
If you're swing trading, you want to hold it. Your take profit was there. So let's say it takes a week to get to here. If you want to hold it longer, your take profit is there. So the longer you hold it, the bigger your reward will be. But
I'm not completely sure of the difference between margin and swing. I'm just used to spot, but am I right in saying obviously that looks like the reverse of spot, because you're basically trying to kind of buy it at a cheaper price and sell it back to the higher price in a sense? But that's risky because it's kind of like margin trading is essentially borrowing, isn't it?
Margin trading is borrowing, yeah.
Yeah. So I haven't got into that yet, Ravi, but I'm chasing my spot up and I understand a wee bit about the margin. And if I'm understanding it right, I'm like, well, if you had that in two separate exchanges, you could literally be, you know, you could be sort of kind of chasing up that spot the whole way up, basically back to its highest high, you know, and then covering yourself. If you go to sleep, fall asleep, your margin's there to cover you on a crash or a big.
That's why you always have a stop loss.
Yeah.
Margin trading is good for people who don't have a large capital.
Right.
If you've got £10,000, you can put that in a spot trade and buy all these coins. If you've only got £100, you know, there's only so many coins you can buy for £100.
Yeah.
But if you put that into a leveraged account, you can, you know, depending if it's 100 to 1, 500 to 1, or 1,000 to 1, you can make a lot more money with borrowed, with a leveraged account. Yeah.
I need to understand that more. Yeah, but I totally.
We will be doing this soon.
Yeah.
Now, in terms of trailing your stop loss, now let's say you know, we sold here. Yeah. We sold here. Market goes down. It's still, you know, it's still a high low. It goes up, it comes down. It's still a high low. It goes down, it goes up. You know, we're in minus a little bit, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
We go down, goes up, it goes down, and here, this level. Oh no, we're still up there. So again, still, I would still not move my stop loss. It's still up above where it was. Price goes up, it comes down. At this point, it's made a new lower low, right?
Yeah.
So from here to there, that's a new lower low. Price goes up, it comes down. This is your new lower high. So at this point, I would move my stop loss to break even. That means if I get taken out, I don't lose any money. From here, price can shoot upwards, I don't lose any money. Yeah? Price comes down again, it makes a new lower low. That's your new trend. It goes up, that's a new lower high. So now, that's your new trend. At this point, I would move my stop loss above the previous high. So I would move my stop loss. So that's my entry. You can either move it there, where you can lock in 1.5%, or you can put it there. Oh, so that's the wrong way. Where is that way? So that will be, yeah. So on Bitcoin, that will be 276 pips. So even if you get taken out, you still walk away with 276 pips. Yeah. From here, market goes down, it goes up again. It's made a new lower high. Yeah, sorry, a higher low, because it's higher than this one. Doesn't matter, it goes down, it goes down. At this point, it's made a new lower low. So that's your trend. So from here, you can put your stop loss down here now. So now, even if you get taken out and you lose, you still win 466 pips. And then eventually it will hit your take profit.
Is there any time limit on the margin, on the borrowings of the margin?
It depends how long you're gonna hold your trade for. If you're holding it for a day, your take profit would only be around here. The longer you hold it, the more reward you'll make, the safer it is. It's just less likely it will happen. So you can be very conservative and swing trade, or you can be very aggressive and day trade.
Well, see at the minute with the Bitcoin diamond, like, I mean, it's given me a great return, and if it just keep rising the stop. So my risk right now is I put the stop in, it comes down, wipes me out, and then just continues on its march back to close to its highest high, and I lose out.
So it's broken through now.
Yeah.
In a lower time frame. Okay, still on one candle. So what we would need to wait for is for a retest on support. If it goes back up, you can possibly buy another set here, or move your stop loss to here. So even if you do get taken out, you're still up 70%. But I would have taken out here, waited for this, and then bought again here.
What if it? So you need it to bounce off the support then?
So you need it to bounce off. So it needs to go like from here, it has to go like this, and then go upwards like that. Yeah, this is your retest. At this level here, if I see a morning star or some Marabozus or some hammers bounce off this, that's my entry. Right. There's my stop loss. There's my take profit.
Right.
Yeah. So this will be my second trade. So let's say from there, I'll be risking what, 14% to make 90%. So even bigger than this one.
Wow, it's class.
Yeah.
I'm not even doing this, man. And I'm thinking about this at the minute. I'm just banning it and chasing it up with a stop loss, but I totally understand.
You need to have a plan.
Yeah.
So the most important thing is you have to have a plan. That's why we put these key levels in. That's why you always put support and resistance, so you know where your targets are.
Yeah.
So I can do this. If it goes up again, I'll do the same thing here. Wait for the retest. If it bounces up, so entry, stop loss, take profit. Again, goes wait for the break, bounce it off, get the retest, entry, stop loss, take profit. And once July rolls around, once everything's back in the bull trend, we'll be doing this on most pairs. I'll be doing this on, I don't know, as many pairs as I can, whichever looks best. XRP, Ethereum, Cardano, Chainlink, Bitcoin Diamond, as many as I can.
I think I have about 14 at the minute, but I'm just looking at your list. I would like to try and sort of accumulate some of that, but are you able to share that on TeamViewer? Sorry, TeamViewer, not TeamViewer.
But all our coins are in the premium on the Telegram channel.
Just go up them and see them, or is there a list of them?
There's no list, but if you go search on Telegram, you'd find all these coins. So I'll go through them. So obviously this is your total market cap. This is just for analysis. You got your Bitcoin dominance. We've got Bitcoin. We've got entries on Bitcoin, Ethereum. This is Binance Coin. This is XRP. This is Cardano. This one is Polkadot. This is Bitcoin Cash. This is Chainlink. This is VeChain. We have Bitcoin Diamond, Ethereum Classic,
Is it,
Theta.
is it possible to follow you and follow your charts on?
I haven't made mine public, but if you want me to, I can.
Yeah, no,
I can
it'd be
make my
just
thingy public.
great to see the list, and
Yeah.
then it'd be great to follow the charts. Obviously, I'm still learning, Ravi. I'm trying to catch
Oh,
up.
of course, yeah.
Being able to go back and look at your
Right.
work is great.
Pancake as well.
But yeah, it's I'm just over 2 months in crypto world, so still a lot to learn, still a long way to go. But
Kieran, it was you who was talking about Omi, wasn't it?
yeah.
So look at Pancake Swap.
Huh?
On October last year, Pancake Swap was 0.0002. So this is pretty much lower than Omi price.
What was the market cap then? Oh, sorry, what's the market cap of Pancake Swap now?
Back then, oh, now it is at market cap is 3 billion.
So Pancake Swap was at 0.2%.
So it dropped down to 0.2%. The reason why PancakeSwap has done so well is because of DeFi space, because that got implemented very quickly. NFTs is still new. So once NFTs go up, it will probably possibly have that same movement.
That's unreal.
Yeah. So
Ravi, have you heard of WaltSwap, WEX token?
I have not. No.
That's a new DEX, but it's already trading just below. The trading volume is just below Pancake Swap and MDX, which are the two top.
The newest one I saw was Banana Swap. I think I posted an update this morning or yesterday.
Have a look at WEX, because the farming, the staking and the farming percentage rates are astronomical.
What's it called?
They're absolutely huge.
WEX, WEX.
WEX.
WEX. They're part of Walt Finance. So Walt have got their own token called WaltX, but they've launched a DEX, which the native token for the DEX is WEX.
Okay. Yeah, this I'll have a look at. I mean, total supply is only 2 billion coins with a market cap of 67 million. So it's literally 4 cents.
If you go onto the website, you'll see the staking and the farming that they offer is really, really interesting. I know you guys have been talking a lot about staking and farming lately. Have a look at what they're offering, because you can literally, the liquidity pools are so diverse. They've got literally every pool, every coin available there. And they're doing airdrops and farming, staking, everything. It's really, really interesting project. Quite new as well.
I'll have a look at the APY rates. If it's good, then this can definitely blow up. I mean, only 4 cents is quite a lot.
Check it out, man. I mean, the market cap's really low as well. It just looks like it's got everything in place to blow up in the same way that Pancake Swap has done. And in terms of the trading volume, it's only just behind Pancake Swap and MDX at the moment, even though how new it is.
Okay, I'll definitely take a look at this. I might even do an update and put it in the group tonight.
Cool.
I'll give my regards to Kieran.
Hey, listen. Where are you guys based? Are you based in London?
I'm in London. Yeah.
Whereabouts are you?
So I'm North London. Well, me and Miles are both North London, but we've got offices in Camden.
Okay, cool. Well, we're obviously at some stage we'll all have to meet up and celebrate being millionaires and drink champagne together. 100%. So get the Irish crew over as well. That'd be good.
Yep. For sure. For sure. Well, when Omi hits $1, we'll just.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's the one.
That's the party. That's the party.
If it only hits $1, everyone here will be millionaires. Everyone.
Miles wasn't joking when he says he's going to turn us all into 7-figure traders. So
we probably we will be.
Yeah,
better believe it.
Do you know what? Actually, just to kind of give you the figures on it, like I'm new to it, but I bought that Bitcoin Diamond on the OKEx exchange Like
Yeah.
5 days ago for $1,000, it's now worth $1,800.
And we haven't even started, the
Beautiful.
second leg of the bull run. We're still in that consolidation phase.
Well, do you know what? Excuse my French, but I had the shit kicked out of me this last couple of weeks. My coins just halved, and then I had to. It was so tough to kind of buy when they half, but I kind of did that with a few coins, and
Yeah.
I've spread. Robbie, you know my spread of NFTs and OMIs and whatnot, but that's great, man. That's beautiful. That's a big return, So, and now you've just got me thinking: do I hold it or do I cash out? And I'd hit the cash out now and then see that go back to like $100, $200. Maybe I'll cash out half. Maybe I'll just take my investment and let the rest ride.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the best way to do it. Take the 1,000 back, let the rest ride.
As long as you secure your initial investment, you're fine.
Brilliant. Yeah.
You always cover your risk. That's the main thing.
Happy days. Yeah. No, it's great, brother. It's great. Be right back.
Does anyone have any last questions before we call it a day for today? Does anyone want to ask anything?
Yeah, sorry, Raleigh. Can I get a couple more questions in?
Yep.
Just a couple of quick fire questions. Is there any plans for a private premium TG group where we can talk to each other?
That's just the one-on-one. What, with me or Miles?
Yeah.
Because that's just the one-on-one sessions.
No, I don't mean that. I mean just like the TG group, like the community of us.
Miles is still working on that.
Yeah. It'd be just good to kind of keep in touch with each other and stuff like that. There, it's great to come on and to speak to you like this is fantastic. But to get the premium group is great. But it's just like I'm busting the kind of feedback and talk to other premium members. Just a closed group, no scammers, no spammers, just us, and to keep in touch.
We don't know who's gonna be in there scamming or posting negativity.
Yeah, but
that's why.
But see, in our group, it's closed. It's invite only. It's only premium members, so you know them all, and that's a safe place where we all know each other in there. Yeah, and it's the best place to kind of plan the party for when only hits $1 too.
By then, no, we'll definitely have it by then. It's just down to Miles. Like once he's ready, it will be implemented straight away.
Yeah. I mean, it's just like it'd be cool just to kind of be able to correspond with other premium members, and to know that there's nobody in there that's going to ask you for send me this, send me that. It's just everybody's in there because their membership rather than just because of their interest. But yeah, I think that would be cool. And then the doc, see that doc that you had, that document about the working out your percentage of your risk and reward.
Yeah.
Does that be shared?
I can give you a copy of the equation. Yeah.
I
can give you a copy of that equation. That's fine.
Yeah. It'd be kind of cool if there was like some sort of premium folder that was just a shared folder. And just
we are making one right now.
Oh, happy days.
Because we were planning to release it just before the end of the year. But since the markets are, looking like they're going to explode very soon, that's why we're starting margin trading since July or in July.
Yeah.
So we need to work on this booklet quite fast, the document.
Yeah.
But that will be rolled out soon as well.
Yeah, I just think as a group that the more easier it is for us to collaborate, the stronger we become as
Right, definitely. We are working on that.
Cool. I'm glad I got in. I'll watch the first part of it to see what you cover.
So I'll try and get this uploaded by tonight.
Yeah, no rush, no rush. Just be good to catch up on that. So I'm away to chase my spot here.
That's all right. Anyone else? Anyone else have any last questions?
Ravi, just wanted to ask you.
Yes.
My question was, I'm just going to ask you again. I know BTC is crashing, and you say it was going to go down to maybe 24k. If you don't have any, could somebody go in and buy it, or would you not recommend still to buy it? Because that's quite low. That's even lower than when I started.
Bitcoin,
Bitcoin. If it hits those key levels, could we put not to buy one Bitcoin, but to buy a percentage of it? Could we put buy limits in just if it's going to hit that level?
As in margin trade, or just to buy it?
A spot, just to buy it.
Just to buy it. Yeah, if it comes down to this level, then that's fine.
Because it's a good level to get into. If that's what the institutions are doing, aren't they? They're trying to bring it right down so that they can buy it up really cheap.
Yeah. I mean, even if you get it, at 30k, by the time it gets to all-time highs, you've already made 100% back.
Because when I got in to crypto, it was at 25,
Yeah.
and it was high then. But I'm thinking it'll never go back down below 24, would it? Could it
I
go below
hope it
24?
doesn't. I really hope it doesn't. I mean, that's if it continues to go down. So where's my thing? Yeah. So
But
if
is
it-
that not what the likes of Elon Musk and not Michael Saylor, well, Elon Musk and the rest of them are trying to bring it right down so they can go in and buy it really cheap?
I mean, institutions are already buying it up right now.
Yeah.
I think last week, or is it since the crash, over 10,000 Bitcoin have been bought. Those
yeah.
are
So they're
these
going to keep
levels.
buying more.
If it does go lower, they will keep buying more.
So is this a good chance for somebody that doesn't have Bitcoin to get in and buy it then if it hits that
Yeah,
low?
you
Then
can.
when the crash happens so quick and then it bounces back up that you miss the chance.
Yeah.
So I'm just thinking, could maybe put a buy limit order in or something just so that
You
I
could
can
do
miss the
a
chance?
buy limit, yeah.
Would you be working out key levels? Would you be buying any more? Is that you bought everything?
Not on Bitcoin. I've actually bought all my coins for this year. I'm holding what I have now.
Ravi, is
If
it?
you did,
Oh, sorry.
sorry. No, carry on, Sandy.
No, I was going to talk about why BTC. Would we not get into another coin or other coins? Why would we put 20k into BTC and then we'd have to wait for it to double? Could we not use that 20k to put it into some other coins and we make percentage in that?
It is better to pull it into other coins, but I only said that because Sophia asked about Bitcoin.
Oh yeah, okay.
But she
Sorry,
doesn't own
No.
any at all. That's why I said, yeah, if it does go down to this level, then will be the lowest price it will be this year. So even if you get down to 30k, 28, or even 24.
Ravi, see Bitcoin dominance, it's low just now, but when that goes up, will the altcoins not crash? And like, I've got like most of I'm hodling altcoins.
No, when
I mean, what
Bitcoin
happens-
dominance goes up, that means altcoins are slowing down. When it crashes, that's when the altcoins are going up.
Right.
Mhm.
So at the moment, is Bitcoin dominance not low just now?
It is low, but Bitcoin dominance is actually going up. You see, it's broken out of the trend. So that means more people are buying into Bitcoin.
Right. Okay.
When it starts to
But
go
I'm-
down, that means that's when they're going out of Bitcoin and into altcoins. Yeah.
Right. Okay. So I'm not understanding what's going to happen if BTC goes up. What happens to altcoins then?
Though they'll all go up. It depends on the Bitcoin dominance, because even if Bitcoin dominance falls, it doesn't mean actual Bitcoin is going down. It just means more money is being pumped into Bitcoin. I mean, into altcoins.
Could you explain what Bitcoin dominance is?
So
keep
what
hearing it, but I'm not
Bitcoin
sure what it
dominance is, so right now Bitcoin dominance is 43%, right?
Right.
So 43% of the crypto market is purely held by Bitcoin.
Okay, I get it.
So as Bitcoin dominance falls, when Bitcoin dominance hits 35%, that means only 35% of crypto is Bitcoin. The other 65% is altcoins.
Right.
Is Bitcoin Diamond an altcoin?
Every other crypto is an altcoin.
So see that Bitcoin dominance, does that take in
This
Bitcoin?
this is just Bitcoin.
What about Bitcoin Diamond?
Bitcoin Diamond, Bitcoin Cash, Bitcoin Gold, they're all altcoins.
Oh, so anything that's not Bitcoin is an altcoin?
Yes. Yes.
Right, okay.
So what target do we expect? I mean, for the market to rally again, where do you see Bitcoin dominance to be? And what level has it got to be at for the market to rally?
As in for it to go up or when it goes down?
For it to go up, for altcoins to rally, what should
For
Bitcoin
altcoins
dominance
to
be
rally,
at?
Bitcoin dominance needs to go down.
Right. So we're hoping it goes down more and more now. But
Yes. So my target,
if the price of Bitcoin keeps crashing, then obviously people are going to keep buying more Bitcoin. So this could go on for quite a while, can it? For a couple of months.
the lowest point I think Bitcoin dominance will go is around 27%. When Bitcoin dominance at 27%, that's when I believe the altcoin or the bull cycle will come to an end.
Right. And is that when we cash out, basically?
That's when we look to cash out. So it should be around here by December or January. Obviously, the quickest way you can tell is by Bitcoin. When Bitcoin starts to fall and altcoins push up, that's when you know Bitcoin has come to an end will be the last leg for the altcoins. Give it a week or two, and then the altcoins will crash. So once you see Bitcoin starting to fall after its all-time high, that's when you know market's coming to an end. So you cash out Bitcoin first. If you can, you're going to be sneaky, pull it back into altcoins, and then you can look to cash out. So with Bitcoin, I already said, Bitcoin's highest was on 11th of December. And then from there, it started to go down. With every other altcoin, it was normally afterwards. So Ethereum, highest point was 8th of January. So that was 4 weeks later. Yeah. Binance Coin was on the 1st of January. That was 3 weeks later. XRP, that was on the 8th of January. Again, that was 4 weeks later as well. So all the altcoins will hit their highs after Bitcoin.
So we're currently in a bull market, you keep saying, but it feels quite bearish just now. So see,
It's a retracement.
It's a retracement, right?
Yeah.
So how many phases of the bull market is there? What phase are we in just now? Is there 2 or 3 phases that happen?
That's the bull market. This is the upward trend on a weekly time frame. Yeah. When it comes down to a key level, it's only a retracement. It needs to bounce off the resistance for it to be a bear market. The first bear market was in 2013. It hit resistance. That was the top of the, so up until then, it was just a bull market. After the end of the bull market, it crashed down. The next bull market was 2017 when it hit its top. It'll come down again. The next bull market top will be when price hits resistance. So that could be 100K, 200K, 300K, whenever it hits this level, and then price will come back down. The bull market will end, the bear market will end when the price bounces off support. So when price is at support level, that's when you look for your buybacks. Right now, Bitcoin is only halfway up. Yeah, the retracement is only up to this key level here. From here, it's going to bounce up. Obviously, it might go down to another key level, but it's not going to go down to 20K or 10K or 0. It will bounce, it will test each one of these key levels before going back up. Yeah.
So if you share things then on TradingView, will we be able to go in and see the way you've laid that out, Robbie, and try and understand it better?
You can, yeah. I'll post this on the Telegram as well. I always post videos and updates, but if you want, I can post a whole picture so you can see it.
Yeah. Just to be able to follow you on TradingView and then see the coin list as well. Maybe try and start building.
But yeah, no, I'll make my account public and then I'll get everyone to so everyone can see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe can you lock it to premium members? Maybe, I don't know. Invite only.
I can try. I'll have to figure it out.
Yeah, no problem.
To figure it out.
So,
yeah, no, I hope everyone enjoyed this live webinar.
Yeah,
it was good.
Thank you.
Got interrupted.
There will be another one soon, but I hope everyone actually, walked away with some knowledge. And yeah, this was literally just part 2 of the last week because we didn't get to cover this bit. But we will be hosting more webinars soon, more meetups, and a lot more focus onto margin trading as well, once we're back in the bull cycle. The bullish trend.
Cool.
So where is the cycle just now, just to be clear?
The cycle is still bullish. It's just a retracement. Yeah.
I remember last time you said this is the accumulation phase. Is this still the accumulation phase then?
No, that's just part of a theory. That's just called Wyckoff theory. Yeah. But in terms of the whole cycle, we are bullish. But the market is always going to be in a bull trend. When price gets here, that's when we'll be in the bearish trend. But this right here is a retracement. Again, this is just a retracement. This is a bear cycle. Market goes up, down is a retracement. Market will always go up and down, up and down, up and down. They're retracements.
Are we safe to say this is an investor's market, not for futures, not for trading just now, because it could go really pear-shaped if you try to trade just now? It's far too volatile. You could get wiped out, couldn't you?
So I didn't hear that. Say that again.
is this an investor's market, a good time to buy and hodl? But if you were looking to do trading futures and all that, you could get wiped out, couldn't you? Because it's far too volatile if you don't know what you're doing.
Crypto is the most volatile.
But it's a good market if you're investing, isn't it?
Yeah, of
Investing
course.
or hodl.
Yeah.
It's a good market just now for that, but not for trading at the minute.
And if you know what you're doing, is even better. But again, there's just a lot more risk involved in trading it.
And Robbie, do you ever short BTC just now, like it's going down? Would you short it?
I've never sold Bitcoin, even on a trading one. The only time I would sell is when we're in a bear market, when price gets up here. I would never sell in a retracement. Remember, the trend is your friend. Always follow the trend.
Okay.
Yeah. When it finds its bottom, I will buy it, but I would never sell it going down. Even when price is here. When price is here, I would sell it down. On a retracement up, I would not buy it because we're in a bear market. In the bull market, you buy. In the bear market, you sell. That's it. There's no in between.
Is this a bull market until it reaches the trend line and then bounces off and then it becomes a bear market?
Yeah,
Right. But it can still bounce off the bottom support.
of
But
course. Of
until
course.
that hits the resistance and comes back down, that's when we go from
Yeah.
bull to bear. Okay.
That's going to be like that on every pair as well. Like even Ethereum, look, we're still on support. The resistance line is you can either line it up like that, or you can line it up above like that. But again, it's all dependent on how you do analysis.
Do you have the same approach for every chart, or does it depend what coin, what stage? And
With crypto, it's the same because right now they're all moving tandem.
yeah, so you have the same approach, methodology, and practice, and everything else, and you analyze every chart the same. Yeah, that'd be great. It'd be great to see them charts, Robbie. I know I'm not putting pressure on you, but just to kind of go in and try and sort of understand the way you've laid it out.
No, yeah, I'll get that done.
Yeah. No, I totally get what you're saying. We're still in a bull market then.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, guys. Well, I'll catch up with you soon. There'll be another update tonight. If you guys are interested, what would you like for an update tonight? Is there anything you want me to go into further detail? If you want me to carry on anything from what we've done today? A certain post, or you want me to make a video on something, and then I'll have that out for you guys tonight.
Could you make an update on where the market is? If somebody was getting into the market right now, where would they be? What would be the best time? What would they be buying right now? Something like that.
Buying wise is dependent on their own. So every person will, would.
I know you're a big fan of XRP, Robbie. That's your thing.
Yeah.
But apart from that, I mean, what altcoins would be safe to be in? The top 5 altcoins. I know last time when Miles was talking, Miles said that, if there's some projects that we were in before, if they're not going anywhere, then there's no point buying more if they're going down.
Exactly, yeah. But it depends if you've already got it or if you're in profit or not. If you're not in profit, then obviously you want to switch it out for another coin. But if you are in profit, obviously hold it, or if you want, you can buy more. It's all dependent on you.
But some of the coins are down just now, so I'm just waiting for them to go back up before I actually sell out.
Yeah, that's fine. You don't have to keep stocking up all the time. As long as you've got coins, then you're okay. Yeah.
I have coins, and sometimes I'm tempted, when there's a bit of advice or a gem drop, I'm tempted to kind of swap a coin for a coin rather than USTD, but it's because a lot of my altcoins, Robbie, from the first crash are still sitting at about 60%, 50% of their value. So I'm just literally sitting on them. But
no, that's all you have. Just sit on them. Don't swap them. Don't swap them out. Just sit on them. Because out of all the coins you're holding, you're still in profit, aren't you?
Not all of them, no.
Not all of them. Well, you spot trade them, don't you? That's why.
Yeah, spot trade them. So a lot of my coins that I'm holding, the likes of Rune, LTC, Dot, Reef. I mean, a lot of them have fell by 40%, if not more. They're sort of showing good positive signs, but I kind of traded off with a few other coins like the,
But again, that all depends on your entry as well. Like a lot of these coins we've been holding since the past few years.
yeah.
It's only the new altcoins, the new ICOs we've been getting into the past few months. So those we are down on, as everyone is. But in terms of our portfolio as a whole, we are up.
Yeah, I see. I always say I'm just joining late, so I kind of need to build on that portfolio, understand the way you work a wee bit better, Robbie, because I'm just literally dealing on the spot at the minute. But it's dangerous. Yeah, I mean, look, I'm truly, it's worth. A lot of my altcoins are worth 40%, 60% of what they were on the 18th of May. And you know what? I had the perfect opportunity at that point to kind of put in stops, but I didn't understand it back then, But if I had I would have had protection there, but I didn't, and the value just completely halved. So I'm sitting on a good few, but I started trading BNB, picked BNB up, I think about 180. So I've staked them now. But
yeah, perfect.
I've improved BNB. Like I put a very low order on it, and I picked it up, and I think it was around about 185. I got of that. So I left the alts to try and just hopefully kind of recover, and what money I had left, I started trading a wee bit, and thankfully I've done okay, especially with Bitcoin Diamond at the minute. Like I'm just looking at it, it's up at 440.
That's good.
Complete double, like more than double, nearly double the money. But yeah, I don't know. I'll take some, leave some. But yeah.
Again, as long as you guys are managing your risk, you're fine. Yeah.
I'm getting better at that.
Good.
All right,
guys. Well, I hope everyone takes care, and we'll catch up with you guys soon.
Thanks, Robbie. Good luck, everybody. Cheers.
Thanks, Robbie. Thank you.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Cheers, Robbie. Nice one, mate.
Bye, Robbie. Thank you.